Example 2, represent a vector geometrically. Part A says, draw an arrow diagram for V equaling 10 newtons of force at 30 degrees to the horizontal. Now, I'm going to point something out that I had to change here. Because I was writing in all bold, I couldn't symbolize this. Usually the way they write this is, it won't be in italics, but it'll be a bold letter. That's what usually symbolizes a vector. But either way, it has 10 newtons of force. That's kind of like your hypotenuse, and it says 30 degrees to the horizontal. So if we wanted to draw this, I'm going to draw a quick XY coordinate. Now, horizontal is the X piece, so it means starting from the X, we're heading 30 degrees, excuse me. So if you go 30 degrees, that is always considered a positive value going up from the x-axis towards the y-axis. So it'd be 30 degrees this way. So what would represent this vector would be this arrow I have here, where this is 10 newtons, and this right here would be 30 degrees. That would represent this blue line here, would be part A. Part B, draw an arrow diagram for Z being 25 meters per second and a bearing of south 70 degree west. So again, I'm going to draw the normal XY coordinate grid, but instead of labeling it XY, I'm going to label it the way they say to label it, which is from using the north, east, south, west system. It says south 70 degrees west. So when I draw my vector here, now a vector should always look like an arrow. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go 70 degrees from the south towards the west, which would be something like this. It said it was 25 units long, so that's why I drew it kind of longer there. So from here to here, that is our 70 degrees, and it is 25 meters long. So this would be 25 meters per second long, going that direction. So the purple would be the answer here. Here was blue as our answer. This would be the purple. Part C. Draw an arrow diagram for t equaling 10 miles per hour at a bearing of 0.25. Now remember, whenever you see this term bearing, that means we're using from the north, east, southwest system. So this is another way they could write this is north 25 degrees east. That's another way. So bearing means you start north and you go this many degrees. If they give you a bearing, it'll usually be a 3-digit number like that, just to kind of show you how far from the north. Okay, so here we go again. From the north, this will be heading towards, from the north towards the east, 25 degrees. And so I will get another vector here. And so here is 0 degrees. 25 would be a little less than 30, so I'll say about like that. And it would head on for 25 miles that direction. So here is this value. This would be 25 degrees, and this would be 10 miles long. Since I said meters there, I'll put miles as I'll just write out to keep them separate. So the red would be the answer. Now here's one for you to try. See what you can come up with.